Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another enlightening video. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic heroes in Hero Wars, Galahad. He's bold, he's fast, and he's built for impact, but are you really getting the most out of him? In this video, I'll share 3 powerful tips that will take your Galahad from a basic frontliner to a devastating force on the battlefield. Whether you're struggling to keep him alive, wondering which pet or artifact to use, or just want to unlock his full potential, this guide is your answer. Let's jump in and sharpen Galahad into the warrior he was meant to be. If you're playing Hero Wars Alliance on Android, now's your chance to save big with Huawei's app gallery. For a limited time, you can get up to 25% off the Golden Pass and receive 15% back in Huawei Points on every purchase, every day. This special campaign runs from June 9th to August 10th, 2025, so act quickly. Just click the link in the description and download the game through App Gallery. Your game progress is completely safe. Simply link your Google or App Gallery account, and you'll pick up right where you left off. Make sure your device country settings are supported, including Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Ireland, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Switzerland, Spain, Turkey, Ukraine, United Kingdom, and more. Don't miss these exclusive rewards. Tap the link and power up your Hero Wars Alliance journey today. Let's begin with one of the most important tips, choosing the right pet for Galahad. Galahad can be patronaged by Fenris, Oliver, Albus, or Biscuit. Each of these pets influences Galahad's performance in battle differently, so choosing the right one depends on how you plan to use him. Fenris gives Galahad extra physical attack and armor penetration, 2 stats that are very useful, since Galahad's skills scale with physical attack. On top of that, Fenris's patronage skill gives him a 2-second blind effect on critical hits. That can be helpful against physical attackers like Kira or Ishmael. However, Fenris is more of an aggressive option, better suited when Galahad is part of a high-pressure frontline rather than acting as your main tank. Oliver is one of the most reliable and widely used pets for Galahad. He provides a massive boost to health, over 100,000 extra HP, plus additional armor. More importantly, his patronage skill, Eternal Bloom, heals Galahad for about 11,000 health every 0.5 seconds. That healing can be a lifesaver in long fights. Since Galahad isn't the toughest tank defensively, this steady healing keeps him on his feet while he absorbs enemy attacks and creates space for your backline. Albus might seem like an odd choice at first. He gives magic and physical attack, and Galahad doesn't benefit from magic attack at all. But the magic lies in his patronage skill, Pure Victory, which increases Galahad's pure damage by 75%. This is especially powerful when Galahad is your main damage dealer, since his ultimate, Pride of Haroun, deals pure damage that bypasses all defenses. With Albus, Galahad's damage output skyrockets. Biscuit boosts armor and magic attack, and his Stay and Chill skill reduces enemy healing for 5 seconds after each hit. This can counter-heal heavy teams, but Galahad doesn't benefit from the magic stat, so Biscuit is more of a situational choice. In the end, Oliver and Albus are the top contenders. Use Oliver when Galahad's role is to tank and survive. Use Albus when Galahad is your primary damage dealer. Don't forget, he has 45% built-in vampirism, meaning he heals from the damage he deals. That's why more damage can often mean more survivability. Choose wisely, and Galahad becomes either your unbreakable shield, or your unstoppable blade. Second, let's talk about boosting Galahad's damage and turning him into a real threat on the battlefield. Now, any hero whose first artifact gives physical attack can increase Galahad's damage, but there are 2 standouts that truly unlock his full potential, Nebula and Sebastian. Let's start with Nebula. If positioned correctly, right behind Galahad, her equilibrium skill can give him a flat 110,000 physical attack boost. That's massive. Since Galahad's skills scale directly with physical attack, this bonus affects every sword he throws during his ultimate, Iron Skies, and also increases the follow-up pure damage from Pride of Haroun. With Nebula's support, each sword in Iron Skies can hit for 33,000 more damage, and Pride of Haroun adds another 22,000. Galahad throws more than 10 swords in total, so just from Nebula's presence, you can boost Galahad's total output by over 500,000 damage. The only downside is positioning. In today's meta, Galahad is usually followed by Lyria and Tristan, which often pushes Nebula too far back to apply her buff. But in battles where you can place her right behind him, she can do wonders. Now, Sebastian is a perfect fit in nearly every modern team. His artifact adds critical hit chance, which Galahad doesn't have by default, and his battle song skill increases that chance even further. This means Galahad's swords have a much higher chance to deal double damage. But there's more. Sebastian's striking solo adds pure damage equal to 134% of each critical hit. So if one of Galahad's swords crits for 58,000, Sebastian adds about 77,000 pure damage on top of it. That's over 135,000 total damage per sword, and with more than 10 swords flying, Galahad can deal well over 1,000,000 damage in a single sequence. So here's the takeaway. If you can position Nebula behind Galahad, her raw power boost is game-changing. Otherwise, Sebastian is the go-to choice, boosting crits and triggering devastating pure damage. With the right support, Galahad doesn't just tank, he dominates. Moving on to the third tip for Galahad, and this one is critical if you want all that boosted damage to actually land. We've already talked about how to increase Galahad's physical attack with the right pet and the right support heroes. But here's the thing, all that power means nothing if it gets blocked. And that's exactly what happens without armor penetration. Galahad starts with 0 armor penetration. That means when he attacks a high armor target, up to 80% of his damage can be reduced. Yes, even if his swords are hitting for over 1,000,000 damage, 800,000 of that can be completely wasted if the enemy has enough armor to block it. That's a massive loss. Now, to be clear, this only affects his physical damage. Pure damage, like what's triggered from Pride of Haroun or striking solo, bypasses armor entirely. But his Iron Skies, swords and normal attacks, they hit a wall, unless you build properly. So how do you fix this? Easy, you support Galahad with heroes whose artifact weapon grants armor penetration. These artifacts apply team-wide, which means Galahad benefits from that stat without needing to build it himself. That's why, in today's meta, you'll often see Galahad paired with Lyria and Tristan. Both of their first artifacts give armor penetration, and they're designed to play well with physical attackers like Galahad. Lyria not only lowers dodge with her skills, but her artifact ensures Galahad's swords don't bounce off enemy armor. Tristan boosts the whole front line and gives Galahad more chances to strike fast and hard, again, with full damage applied. So if you're building around Galahad, don't stop at raw damage. Make sure he can cut through armor. Pair him with Lyria, Tristan, or any hero who provides armor penetration, and you'll unlock his true potential. Because the difference between impressive damage and actual threat is simple, armor penetration makes every sword count. And here's a quick bonus tip to push Galahad's performance to the next level. The best war flag for Galahad is the War Flag of Fervor. This flag gives him a 10% increase in energy gain, which means he charges his ultimate, Iron Skies, faster, allowing him to unleash his swords more often and apply Pride of Haroun's pure damage more frequently during battle. But what really makes this flag shine for Galahad is its pattern. Choose a pattern that boosts physical attack and armor penetration, the two most important stats for maximizing Galahad's damage. Physical attack powers up his skills, and armor penetration ensures that damage actually gets through enemy defenses. So when setting up Galahad, don't overlook the war flag. Equip the war flag of fervor with a pattern focused on physical attack and armor penetration, and you'll have a frontline hero who hits faster, harder, and more effectively than ever. And there you have it, Guardians. We've covered everything you need to unlock Galahad's true power on the battlefield. From choosing the right pet, whether it's Oliver for survivability or Albus for pure destruction, to pairing him with powerful allies like Sebastian and Nebula to skyrocket his damage, and ensuring he cuts through even the toughest defenses with armor penetration support from heroes like Lyria and Tristan. Plus, that bonus tip, equipping Galahad with the war flag of fervor for faster ultimates and the perfect tat pattern to amplify his impact. Now I want to hear from you. How are you building Galahad in your teams? Which support heroes or pets have worked best for you? Let's share ideas and strategies in the comments. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another guide, breakdown, or hero spotlight. Thanks for watching, and remember, every hero becomes unstoppable with the right support. Keep learning, keep testing, and keep dominating. Salute and friendship. Until next time, this is Zeus, signing off.